Welcome to AI Brief, episode 145.
Great to be here.
Today we're doing a deep dive into some really fascinating advancements.
Yeah, lots happening. We've got China's plan for an AI supercomputer, but in orbit.
Exactly. And also Toei Animation, looking at integrating AI much more deeply.
Built a new no-code AI platform on the XRP Ledger.
It's definitely a packed one, so let's get right into it.
Okay, first up, China's space AI. They've launched the first part of this three-body computing constellation.
Right, the Orbital AI Supercomputer Network. Sounds like science fiction.
It kind of does.
Yeah.
These first 12 satellites are just the beginning, though. The plan is for, what, 2,800 satellites?
A huge constellation. Yeah. And it's a collaboration, right? ADA Space, the Zhejiang Laboratory.
And the Zhejiang High-Tech Zone. Yep. The main goal is real-time, in-orbit data processing.
So bypassing the need to send everything back to Earth first, what kind of power are we talking?
Well, each satellite apparently has an 8 billion parameter AI model
Okay.
and 744 TOPS processing power. So for these first 12, that's already 5 POPS combined.
5 POPS. That's substantial, especially for being up there.
Absolutely. And they're using laser communication, aiming for speeds up to 100 GBps.
Wow. And storage.
Combined storage is about 30 terabytes for this initial set. They even have scientific tools on board, like an X-ray detector for looking at gamma ray bursts.
So it's not just about processing, it's also gathering unique data.
Exactly. Potential applications are pretty broad: 3D digital twins of Earth, scientific analysis, even emergency response support.
And there are environmental benefits too, right? Efficient cooling in space, solar power.
Right. Less energy demand compared to massive ground-based data centers. It really feels like a major step.
Integrating AI and space tech like this could fundamentally change how we handle space data. Less latency, less reliance on ground stations.
It definitely addresses those bandwidth bottlenecks we always talk about, a potentially new standard.
Okay, let's shift gears from outer space to animation studios. Toei Animation.
Yeah, the studio behind so many iconic anime, they're planning to integrate AI more into their production.
This comes after investing in Preferred Networks, an AI company in Japan.
Right, they're looking to co-develop tools, improve efficiency, enhance quality, the usual drivers.
What kind of AI applications are they exploring?
Things like generating storyboards, helping with coloring, creating backgrounds from photos.
Okay, so automating some repetitive or time-consuming tasks.
And even automating in-between animation frames. They actually worked with Preferred Networks back in 2021.
Oh, yeah. On what?
They used a tool called Scenify. It turned photo backgrounds into anime-style art. So this is an entirely new ground for them, but it sounds like a bigger push now.
Makes sense. But this is causing some ripples in the anime community, isn't it?
Definitely. There's concern about the impact on, the human artistry. And jobs, of course.
The whole human element versus automation debate.
Yeah, and the Nippon Anime and Film Culture Association, NAFCA, warned about the difficulty of fair compensation when generative AI gets involved.
It's that tricky balance again. Technology versus traditional craft. How do you adopt AI without losing the soul of the art?
A question many creative industries are grappling with right now.
Okay, let's move to our third main topic, Nimanode.
Right, the first no-code AI agent platform on the XRP Ledger.
No code is the key phrase there, making it accessible for people without programming skills.
Exactly. The idea is to let anyone create and deploy AI agents directly on the blockchain for automation, interacting with dApps, smart contracts.
So democratizing blockchain AI.
That seems to be the goal. They have a user-friendly builder for designing these agents.
What can these agents actually do?
All sorts of things. Execute smart contracts, manage DeFi positions automatically, handle compliance checks, provide decentralized customer support 24/7.
And why the XRP Ledger specifically?
They're leveraging its speed, low fees, and reliability. Makes deploying these agents scalable and, well, cheaper.
Got it. Any specific examples of agent types?
Yeah, they listed a few. A Web3 support agent for DAOs and NFT projects, a DeFi autopilot for yield farming, a smart contract generator.
Wait, a smart contract generator from natural language?
Apparently, yeah. Translating plain English instructions into executable code. Also, agents for RWA compliance and real-time risk assessment.
That's quite a range. And there's a token involved too.
Yes, the NMA token, used for deploying agents, paying for things on their marketplace, staking, governance, standard utility token functions, capped supply of 200 million.
This feels like a really practical merger of AI and blockchain. The no-code aspect could genuinely lower the barrier to entry.
Could definitely spur some interesting innovation in the decentralized space if it works as advertised.
All right, let's quickly cover some other interesting bits from the world of AI and science.
Sure. First, urban air mobility. Klein Vision in Slovakia is testing its Air Car 2 this summer.
The flying car, aiming for market launch next year.
Seems like it. Price tag is expected to be hefty, though $800K to $1 million. The first version was certified back in 2021.
Still feels a bit far out, but closer than ever.
Then there's, well, accidental alchemy. Physicists turn lead into gold.
You're kidding? How?
By smashing lead atoms together near light speed, mimicking the Big Bang. When atoms lost exactly 3 protons in near misses, poof, gold.
But not enough to crash the market, I assume.
Not even close. Tiny amounts, like 29 trillionths of a gram, and it fragments instantly. So, purely a physics curiosity.
Still pretty cool. Where else?
A Maryland startup, InventWood, developed superwood,
Superwood.
treated timber, apparently 50% stronger than steel in tensile strength, 10 times the better strength to weight. Fire, wrought, pest-resistant too.
How do they do that?
Compressing the wood's cellulose fibers, they just got $15 million to build a plant, launching this summer. Could be big for construction.
A sustainable supermaterial. Interesting. One more.
Yeah, a bit of space history. Remember Cosmos 482, Soviet Venus probe from 72?
Vaguely. The one that got stuck in Earth orbit.
That's one. It finally came down after 53 years, splashed into the Indian Ocean.
Wow. Did any of it survive?
Experts think the lander, which was built tough for Venus, might actually be intact. A little time capsule from the Soviet space program.
Amazing. Okay, let's quickly mention some trending AI tools people might want to check out.
Sure, we've got AI Meeting Notes by Notion for organizing meeting takeaways.
Sift AI for personalized news summaries.
AppSheet, Google's platform for building no-code apps and automations.
Ellipsis, an AI tool focused on code review and fixing bugs.
Generated Assets uses AI to help you create custom investable stock indexes.
Yagit, an AI-powered IDE for building and deploying apps.
And Vercel, a popular cloud platform for hosting websites and apps.
Lots of tools out there to explore.
Definitely.
So that wraps up our deep dive for this episode, from AI in orbit to animation studios and blockchain.
We hope you found these updates and insights useful.
And if you enjoyed this exploration, please do follow and